Guys, and welcome back. Sorry it's been so long since you've seen an update, but we finally reached the 10 million mark in the capital city. Really, the delay is nothing more than just not a lot going on. I finished, as you will see, the residential upgrades through the entire city for the most part. Right now, let's see if I can get that to show. We are at 599 residential units. This will increase because we have all of our manners in place, as you can see by the indications from the VU sales, except for this last quadrant where I've gone ahead and just put small police, fire, hospital to cover. But once we get our last manor in that location, we will be able to add an additional 14 residential units to our capital city, bringing us up to a total of 613. Furthermore, there you see the epic count is at 302, so we're a little bit more than halfway there. Additionally, again, we'll show there that we have a population count of about 10,600, and once we get into an area that's closer to maxed out over here in this quadrant, you will see that a lot of these are closer to 26,000. The big difference is, as you can see, I'll just pick transportation here. The population boosts are pretty high in this corner where most of this half of the city has very little, if any, boosts. Um, we'll see. Yeah, these are all still level ones. So once Black Friday comes here in a couple weeks, we will definitely be able to see another large surge in boosts to our population here in the capital city. Again, if you've been following along through the entirety of my journey, a lot of changes have kind of been made as to how I've developed the city. Originally I didn't really plan on doing any Omega, but because right now our utility count, as you can see, I have 7 of each. I have 17 free. I was able to still have those 17 free and add just a small Omega corner or two up here just to maximize the utilities I had, but also be able to keep the same structure as far as the development of the city, keeping the 2x2s as much as possible, but maximizing the population everywhere that I can. Looking at the mayor passes, this is kind of the last piece is getting 2x2s everywhere that all equal 100% boosts in the areas that they're covering. As you see, I have 3 there. Eventually, when the game offers a 2x2 that is just a little bit bigger in boosts, hopefully I'll be able to go from 3 to 2 and add another residential unit there. I've also used this bottom line down here that I don't have any residential boosts covering as an area that I can also boost with the available space that's left after I'm putting all my utilities down there. Again, a lot of these are 3x3s. Hopefully, eventually they'll get down to 2x2s in time, creating more space that I can move a couple more things to that bottom line, such as the government. I think I also have the mayor's house there is serving a purpose, but anything and everything I can do to keep everything on the map at 2x2 to eventually maximize the population as much as I can. We can go through right now. I have all of my parks on there with a current boost of 1.2 million just from using the Ultimate Mayor statues. And those, again, as you see, cover the entire map is 100% covered. Additionally, we can go ahead and take a look at my landmarks, which I have doubled up all the way across to make sure that each grid is covering 100% as it has the same 1.2 boost as the parks. Gambling right now, as you see, I have a lot of room for boosts available with hotspots once I get to level 10. Mountain, We're going to probably primarily focus on getting all the waterfall castles all the way across. I have a lot of the platinum keys built up to purchase those here on Black Friday, but I did go ahead and select the communication tower for the end only because I don't quite need another waterfall castle there on the end because the footprint already is covering 4. I just needed something that would cover 2. And for the meantime, until I can get something that either has a bigger boost than the communication tower or goes further out than the 30, we'll just fill that in for right now. Now coming down to the beach, again you can see the deltas. I have also got a couple of these shark tours which give me a 60% boost, but a very large range coverage there, which will then up to the 40 with the 60 and 40 give me a 100% boost for as much that the beach will currently allow. I only have 2 of those, so I've been kind of leaving like this hole here. I just kind of threw in up here until I can get some more shark tours to fill in the holes to go all the way across for the beach. I have a couple luxury beach houses just as I'm collecting my Neos, only because my bank capacity is only 70 and my utility needs are already at 100. So I'm purchasing those to sell them off so I could oversell to be able to purchase those without wasting Omega to purchase what I need. Kind of the same thing with my storage unit over here. As you see, I'm still collecting to continue the upgrade process. All it is just a hustle right now where we continue to go through and focus on the 2x2 upgrades when it comes time to doing your epic upgrades. Let me see where he went. I'm only going to 40, no sense in spending extra resources somewhere I don't need to. Every item right now is pretty important. In my storage, I'm doing my best to keep, 8 of each item in there, so when it comes time to do my export hotspot deliveries, I have enough items to quickly breeze through those to do that. There's the education. Transportation, I'm probably the furthest along on, only because Sunnyside only needs or only has the taxi stop in it that I'm using. That's a 2x2. But let's see, covered mountain, entertainment. See, it's only at 586 to catch up to the park level right now is 1.2, so that's an extra 700,000 people there that'll boost. It just again, it's just the process of going through and continuing to do your upgrades, save your cash, save your keys for Black Friday. You can kind of see my currencies right now, what I have saved up to spend on hotspot upgrades when they are 50% off. But again, we are at the 10 million. I do anticipate that getting over at least 11 come Black Friday week once I'm able to make all of my purchases. I can't do a lot of this without being part of a great group, and as you guys can see here, this is good communication in group. When people are asking for things, people are supplying things, people are helping everybody out. This is what a good group should look like. You go through and you search and you really try to find groups that will be like this, but they are hard to find. But once you find one, stick with it. Outside of that, there's not a whole lot to report. I still only have 4 regions open. We haven't got to Cactus yet because I'm still, to a degree, focusing on these regions which need to get up to 1 million in some of them in population just so that I can get to the level 10 of their hotspots. As you see, I've moved all of my production over here to Green Valley, doing all of my train upgrades, which really have absolutely nothing to do with the capital city population, other than as I continue to get through my train upgrades, I will be able to get a lot of these items every single day for nothing. But again, most of my production is happening over here. Not a whole lot to see. We can go take a look at Sunny Isle. Again, not a lot going on here. We can zip through and do some more of these to earn those tokens. As you see how quickly this can happen, if you have enough things in inventory to cover it, set up an alarm or a timer for 2 hours and do it again that way through each cycle that you get in each region. You can hope to get, 7 to 8,000 regional tokens. I've started developing my Omega farm over here just so that I can start collecting these coins and purchasing the utilities needed in some of the other regions. But that's just a side job, as I'm really not trying to do any kind of residential upgrades that aren't needed, just to save those resources to continue to build the capital city. I do plan on having some updates during Black Friday week to see the progress. If anything else that I think of needs to be discussed at that time, we will do it then. But here to finish off, I'll just do a quick overview of the city so you can kind of see where everything is at. These are all the bridges that I have. A couple of those still need to be upgraded during Black Friday to university bridges, just so I can maximize the area of coverage and for those, and the fact that during Black Friday, those don't go up a step every time you purchase them. They are just one flat rate the entire time. That's all I got for today, guys. Hopefully you enjoyed seeing the 10 million recap. We are almost to the finish line of 15 million. Anticipate being there within the next year, but you guys will hear again from me over Black Friday. Thank you.